Sampo guys, welcome back to my channel! My name is Suknomo Kelton and you can call me Pro. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, you know the drill. Welcome guys! The amount of messages and comments that I'm getting from you guys telling me to make more story time, like guys, chillax. You need to chill, alright? Please. I also, like you guys, lived only one life, and I have limited stories. If you guys keep pushing me, I'll have to keep making more videos, and then I'm gonna run out of stories. I also want to remember my past life stories, past life, like tingima, so that I can tell those to you, but I can't because I'm not enlightened yet. So this story, I'm going to be telling it in more English and a little bit of Dzongkha. My audience is like 80% Bhutanese, but I've learned that a lot of my followers are from other countries like India, Nepal, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, and stuff like that. And one thing we have in common is English, so I'm gonna be using English in this video. I'm so sorry, Bhutanese. I know you guys have requested me to do it in Dzongkha, but so today's story time is going to be about me getting into a fight with the girl and she getting hospitalized and then me almost getting expelled. Let's get right into it. If you guys do not understand what I am talking about, you guys need to go and watch my other story times so that you get the context about what I'm talking about, you know? Because the high school that you grew up in and the high school that I grew up in could be different. So in my previous story times, I have told you guys about the group, right? My group's name was Troublemaker. And there's one thing that I forgot to tell you guys. I was rewatching my videos and I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention this. How I created this group was, it was for a concert. You know, when I wanted to dance. So when you want to dance, you have to create a group, right? And then you have to submit the song name and then the group name. So most of the time people would, like, for example, let's say the song is Kill This Love. So when you go onto the stage, the anchor or the MC, they will, she or he will present, like, if you don't have a group name, they're gonna put the leader's name on the front and say group like this. So the next song is Kill This Love by Tukden and group. So that's like not cool. Not cool. Like, so that's when we all started to make names so that people recognize us. And after that dance, we were known like that. And my group's name was Troublemaker, and we did live up to that name. I feel like I lived up to that name. I made a lot of troubles. I don't know if I should be proud of it or, well, the past is past. Bygones are bygones. Please, if you guys have a good laugh, I'm happy. So now let's get into it. So I was in 11th grade in biology lab, and I remember it was me, my friend. It was three of us. I don't remember exactly because that was like 7 or 8 years ago. I think it was like a few of us listening to music and stuff like that. And then I remember two of my friends coming to us. So it was, the other friend was called Ugindema and Detention. They came to us, and Detention, she wasn't looking good. So I asked, like, what happened, right? You're my friend. I want to know what happened. And then she was kind of like on the verge of tears, and she was kind of explaining it to me. But it didn't matter to me. All I could see was that my friend was about to cry, and I'm like, who's behind those tears? I will make them pay. All right. So I asked Deshin. She couldn't even, like, I think she couldn't even speak. So she spoke on her behalf. So she was like, there's this girl 1 year junior than us. Deshin was 1 year junior than us. So I think it was her classmates, her level of girls, this class 10 students. This girl was making rumors about my friend. So let me dive into this rumor thing so you guys understand what's going on, right? So during that time, I didn't get the context. I got the context after the fight, like always. During that time, there was a house dance. So house-wise, we were supposed to dance, and she's a pretty good dancer. Deshin is a pretty good dancer. She's a really pretty girl, and she was partnered up with the guy, and I still don't remember like what happened, like how. I think that boy had a girlfriend, and uh and this girl made up this rumor saying that Tishin is flirting with the guy who already has a girlfriend, something like that, or that teasing them together. I don't remember. I feel one of them, I think Dishin or that guy, one of them was taken. So this girl was like moving her mouth. Her lips were moving way too much. And I was like, who dare do that to my friend? Who dare do that to me? Let's go. Where is her class? I'm going there right now. My friend was like, really? Are you sure you want to go right now? And I'm like, right now. Because lunch break was just started. I don't know what was it in that lunch break. All my fights, most of my fights were done during lunch break. And it was never completed because lunch break is, I think it's just 1 hour? No, 50 minutes? Somewhat like that. So I'm like 10 to 15 minutes we eat, and then we have like 30 minutes to hang out and stuff like that. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Oh, I I can't believe I was in this school system for like 12 years and I forgot. I'm like, I want to go to this girl. Take me to this girl. It was me and Ugandema and Dechen that went, but then Dechen didn't enter the class. They took me to this class. So when we entered, it was just me and Ugandema. And then we went. So this girl, mind you, it's lunch break and there's not many people there. This girl is sitting there and she has her back towards us, like the door and the door her back was like facing that door, so she can't see us. And I went there, I entered the room and I said, "Oi no," like, "Hey sister," like sister as in like little sister kind of, because she's 1 year junior than me. "Hey sister, I heard that you were spreading some bullshit about my friend. Is that true?" Like, I'm like, "Why are you doing that?" And she was like, she wasn't even like facing me. She was doing something on her desk. She wasn't like that. Just pissed me off. That just pissed me off. Like when someone's talking to you, the least you can do is turn around, face to face, look me in the eye, and just say, "Oh, maybe like, oh yeah, I did it. I'm so sorry." Or maybe, this could have solved it, but no, 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 no. The way she was like, I was like, the way you talk, girl, change the way you talk. It's making my blood boil. But then I was like, can you please like turn and talk to me? Can we have a proper conversation, please? And then we never had this proper conversation. I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to like, but she never. She was like, like I said, she had her back on us. So she was like talking to me like this. Can you imagine someone's trying to fight with you and you're just like, yes, I never did that. God, girl, are you gonna freaking turn or should I turn your neck? Should I just like? I was pretty calm. I'm gonna say I was pretty calm. I wasn't that loud. In my last video, like I said, that during arguments, then my volume goes up and up and up. But this time it didn't. So I'm like trying to be calm. I'm trying to communicate with this girl, but she just didn't want to. And then what happened? We had limited time and the bell rang. So the classroom, the students were coming in the classroom, right? And then her class key boys, they started coming in, and she saw that. And then, oh my god, the way her attitude changed. The pick me energy, I could sense it. The pick me energy in the air. You know, the moment she saw that guy's 무이가 실시가 엄마 친구가 같이 밴드죠 뭐 엄마 친구서 gangs of 다 like, if I translate that in English, what she said was like, "Oh my god, what are you trying to do to me? Oh my god, are you trying to gang up on me and beat me?" What kind of anime shit is this? This is not attractive in real life. If you're doing this, please stop humiliating yourself. Don't do that. Cringe to cringe. Don't do that. And then her volume went up, and it was like making my blood boil and it was in the limit. It was on the limit. And then she was like, and I'm like, did I hit you, bro? And she was like, she never stopped. Like the direct translation would be, are you gonna beat me? Are you trying to beat me? Are you trying to beat me? Are you trying to beat me? I'm like, girl, did I lay hands on you? Did I say that I would lay hands on you? Do you want me to lay hands on you? Say. And then you know what I did? Let me demonstrate this to you. This pillow is her. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I didn't do. But that's exactly how the rumor spread. What I did actually was I pulled her hair. I dragged her on the floor. I don't know if I kicked her forehead. I don't remember. I think I kicked her forehead. And she hit her head on the table side the iron rod on the table. But it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. And I had to leave the class because the teacher could come in any moment. And my friend knew it was gonna get worse, so she held me back and then she pulled me out of the class and we went. And I was like, I went to class. So later that day, what I found out was this girl, she called in sick and then she went to the nurse's office and then she was on the bed resting. And I was like, bullshit. Like, I didn't even do anything. Like, how is she in the nurse's office? This girl, this sick girl, you know what she did? She called my friend. She called my friend Detention. Right after the end of school, I went to the nurse's office. Like, there were a lot of people there. I don't know why, for one reason. And my friend, they were not letting me enter the room. And then I kind of like pushed through the people. There were a lot of people, so I was like pushing through my way through. And you know what I saw? She was lecturing my friend. And my friend was just standing there looking down. And then this sick girl on the bed, she was literally like this. Let me show you guys. She was literally on the bed like this. And then she looked at my friend and she was like, you did that, okay? You brought your friend to me. And they all beat the shit out of me. You did that to me. I couldn't catch everything that she was saying, but then this sick girl was lecturing my friend. The sick girl. The girl who claimed she was sick was lecturing my friend. And then I went inside and I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Get out of the bed. I was like, get out of bed. Do not I'm so acting. Why are you acting like that? Like, where did I hit you like that? I'm just marang sa lajis chi ani anji bet na super zogo bin lajis. Kala zogo lajis chi bet na ani hospital ani kasmo bet ridden zogo nga lajis. Rumor spread be mecher beja. You're the one who created the rumor, and now I only wanted to talk to you to clear this up. But then you were the one who didn't want to talk to me. You were the one who was like screaming, making a scene. Was it me? This bullshit. And I was like, and then my friend, like both of my friend, Uginchar and Ugindema helped me. And then Dishin also helped me and they dragged me out of there. So I went home, right? I went home. I was oblivious of whatever was happening in the school. I was having my fun time at home. I was eating dinner. I was getting ready for school. Not knowing that this girl created a drama and she was hospitalized. Oh my God. In the morning, the first thing that happened in the morning when I got to class was I was called to the principal's office. Correction, vice principal's office. So this vice principal was known as Sir Keke. He was my English teacher and he's a really nice English teacher. He used to be my favorite teacher and I used to be his favorite student because I don't know, at least that's how I felt. He never said that you are my favorite student. I just felt that way. I went there and then he was so angry. I've never seen him this angry before. He was like, Chingy school na don gama. Chingy school na don ya. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, if I directly had to translate it, he said, who are you to dominate, like, how do you say don? Don ki translation kachin. Like, who are you to create gangs in my school? Like, who are you to like go on beating people in my school? Kind of like, kind of that. I can't directly translate. The masala is not coming into this direct translation, but that's what he said. He was literally shouting in my face, and I just stood there. I just stood there. I said what I did, and then he was like, "You need to write a statement. Clearly write it down what you did to her." And then I was like, okay. So I was explaining the situation, right, in the written form na, in English. So I was writing like, oh, she spread this. I went to talk to her, but then and then I was like trying to like minimize the effect. I said I did pull her hair, but then I didn't mention anything about the kick and stuff like that. And he read the statement, and he was like, "Oh, so you did like pull her hair?" And I was like, "But then that wouldn't let her be hospitalized." And then she was like, and then you know what sir said? Sir was like, "But do you know she was hospitalized for a whole night? The doctor said she needed to be hospitalized." And I'm like, okay. And then he was really angry, and he said so much, he made me cry. I cried. I have a really gentle heart. He called like us one by one. Ugindema, Uginchorin, Dechen, and then me. It was us troublemakers. He calls us one by one, and then he asks us questions and stuff like that. And we all cried. Like, we all cried. And then while like going to the classroom, we met with it in front of the hallway. We met, and then we were talking. We were kind of like laughing because like you should have seen our faces. We were red, eyes were swollen, and then we were like laughing. We weren't even like talking about the situation. We were just laughing that, oh my god, what happened, like stuff like that. And then right then and there, when I think it was three of us, Ugin Dema, and then me, when we were like talking, Sarkiki walked in on the hall, and then he was like, he was furious. He was like, "What are you guys doing here now? Not going to your class?" Because we were like our separate class. So, like, are you guys here, staying here and planning things? What to say to me next? Are you guys planning this thing? And I was like, chill out. Like, already asked us questions like, how can we plan now? Like, if we did that before you called us up to your office, that could make more sense. Make it make sense. But we got chased away, and we ran to our class. The reason we couldn't go back to our class was we didn't want our classmates to know that we cried. Heck. After that, the teachers, they had a meeting, right? They had a meeting, and a lot of teachers didn't like me because of how much trouble I was causing. And like a lot of people voted to expel me over this. But then Sarkeke, he stood for me. And then there was this, my donka sir, we call, I don't remember his nickname now, but he used to teach us Tsongka in history, and he stood against this idea. And then like they were like, oh, if it was a boy, you guys would like expel her, but then now that it's girl, you guys are doing this. And then thing moved to from expulsion to suspension. And then because we were nearing our exams and stuff like that, so the teachers, they said, I think it's really harsh because it's a, I don't know how this two teachers versus the others managed it, but they saved my ass. If not, I was cooked. Your sister was cooked. I would have been dropped out. But at the end, they decided to just give us detention. And the interesting part of this was, like all three of us, we were given detention. I was given detention, but in a place where nobody could see me. So I was like at the back of the hill, and Anigi Chapkalula, Detention was given a little back, so nobody could see us doing detention. But then Ugin Tema, Ugin Tema, if you're watching this, I still, that's a delegate is like, she is a scout member, but so scout member is lape detention scout ki anal jime. So do you know where the scout ki area is? It's right in front of the assembly ground, where every student can see. I feel so bad for Ugindema. Like, she did nothing. she did nothing, and then mo afalitato vidimi. Like she was cutting. The detention is grass cutting. So ngadi ya jobe, but I was really into it. Like I'm like, oh my god, tamata I was doing it. Like I cleaned it up, I chopped it up. But in detention she wasn't doing anything. They never checked. They never checked if we did the thing or not. And by the time we were done, the Interpol Rinbe student were coming over, and I feel so bad for Ugindema because a lot of people saw her doing the detention, but nobody saw me and Dechen, the main troublemakers, the cause of the trouble. After that, a lot of teachers were also not happy that me, I was given like at the back. They said I deserved to be in the front, to like Satoshling in front of everyone. Like, what do you get from doing that? Do you get promotion? Why? Why do you hate me so much? I'm just a girl. I'm just a student. I'm just a teenager. I also want to be treated the same. I was just trying to help my friend. I'm just a good friend. I didn't get any suspension or, but after that grass cutting, I was called into the office, and then sir told me to say sorry to her. So I said, I don't want to say sorry. And then he was like furious. He was like, say sorry to her. And I had to say sorry. I was like, I'm sorry. And then she didn't even say it's okay or whatever. She was just there like crying. She was like acting. I don't know what this girl is doing nowadays, but you have a really great acting skill, because I didn't even hit you that much, and then you were hospitalized. Maybe were you hospitalized by my words or something? But yeah, I'm so sorry for, now I mean it, I'm so sorry for doing that. I shouldn't have, but if I went back in time, would I do it again? Yes. For God's sake, my friend was crying. Like, anyways, this is it for today's story. So next story is gonna come soon, and next story it's gonna be more about like phone related. I have a lot of phone related stories, but the problem is that any phone stories, it's not a huge one, so it's like a compilation of mini ones, so it's gonna be a lot of stories in one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.